So, Vo, for the people that's watching this that don't know who you are, tell them who you are.
My name Vo. I'm a Chicago artist who been rapping for a long time. I started a movement in the car where I do these car freestyles, and that's pretty much what I'm known for. And now I'm stepping into the industry, and it's all bars, all bars.
Alright, and I'm how to say it is all bars, man, cause man, you spit that thrax, man.
That's
And
love.
I think what you bring into the game right now is what we need in hip hop.
That's love.
We need hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody that can put words together and they have to cuss and everything. They ain't gonna have to downgrade people. So I like that.
Right.
All
That's
right,
dope.
so I'm gonna start with the checkmate joint,
Okay.
the little project you put together. What was the mindset behind that?
Exactly what it means. Checkmate, man. I view women as queens and I view men as kings, right? So just from a kingdom minded approach. I mean, you got some pawns and some rooks in this world, but for the majority part of it, man, I speak to kingdom minded people through my music. So I figured this would be the perfect way if you know, like how they say life is a game of chess, you know, and I view myself as a king. So I feel like I got a good idea how this thing run, and I'm coming to get it all. So it's pretty much checkmate. You know, it's over.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the whole theme behind it, though. But yeah, checkmate, game over. I'm here now. You got to deal with me.
Okay, you hit now. So when you hit now, what can the people expect from you?
Well, I just dropped the first single called Action with Mike Notes and Twister.
Yeah.
We just dropped the visual for it. I'm like 70, maybe 75% done with the album, and I'm looking to drop that like maybe early February. But until then, I'm gonna keep the little freestyles in the car going, just build up a whole bunch of anticipation behind it, and hopefully a checkmate two will roll out.
Okay. So are you a signed artist or you independent?
No, I'm independent. I'm independent.
What's your take on being signed? Like, is that something that you're trying to do, or you want to continue to go
Nah,
independent?
nah, I ain't really into it, man. I work so hard on the creative side of it, and I kind of built the buzz to where I have that one-on-one relationship as far as creator and consumer. The buzz there, the numbers there, the sales are there. So I kind of look at it like, man, to just sign that over to somebody, and then they turn around and give me a percentage of the hard work that I've done. I can't see myself doing it, honestly, unless it like make all type of sense. And when I say all type of sense, I mean like 100% creative rights to where, you know, I'm not a quote unquote Negro that you can buy. I know what I want to say. I know what I want to do musically, and I'll be damned if anybody come in and tamper that, try to redirect what I'm doing, and you know what I'm saying, poison it. Nah, I'm here to fix some stuff that I think is broke, and I don't know too many people that'll give me the green light to do that, so I just do it.
You say fix some stuff that you think are broke is broke. What do you mean by that?
From the mind state of this whole system, man, the way this whole thing worked, from a lot of people just receive what's given. I don't think they know the behind the scenes, even the politics in music or the politics outside of music, and how does government work. You know what I'm saying? Even how certain restaurants got the green light to even sell us. Even with you was just telling me like you don't eat meat. Man, I think if people found out like what's in meat, it's like, how do y'all let businesses like this operate? You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people who don't have that knowledge. And I'm anything that I can bring from a political standpoint to how some of these hospitals is ran to, it's just this whole system is like poisonous to me, man. And I always say when I get the opportunity to say something, I'm gonna say something. I'm not going to work this hard just to, I mean, I'll make a party song. It's room for that on my album, but a majority of that is like knowledge, man. It's just teaching. I learned so much. And to not teach what I learned would be like pointless to me. It'll be pointless.
Respect that. Do you have any fear of speaking that truth and letting that truth out? Do you feel have any fear like the type of backlash you can get and the type of things that can happen to your career?
No, not at all. Not at all. Sometimes a hostage got to be shot. I don't know if you're familiar with that terminology, but if I gotta take that bullet to get us, I do it. You know, we all gonna die, right? We all gonna die. The difference is, will you die for something? You know what I'm saying? I don't think Martin Luther King died for nothing. Malcolm X, he didn't die for nothing. And that's why I look at it like, if I got to take that bullet, I'll take it. I'd rather die for something than just to die and nothing change. That's my biggest fear, like to die and like it's nothing. You didn't do nothing in your years of living on this earth. You won't be remembered for nothing. So I figure, man, if we all gonna die, I'll run to die for something. I'll take that bullet 7 days out the week.
Stand for something to fall for everything.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
No, that's real. That's real. And I just going back to the music, on the Chicago scene, like I feel like it's a renaissance era right now, and I feel like a lot of artists have like we're pulling together and we're trying to make a push.
Right.
What are some things that you think that we need, just something that we're missing to give us that wave back? Because we had it in 2012.
Definitely.
I don't think we was ready for it.
Right.
But I think now it's more, the city is coming more together, we're more collaborating more. What are you thinking that one thing that we need for us to get that wave right back?
Honestly, hope. Like, I don't think we have. So I go to Atlanta, go to Cali, and it ain't no disrespect to them or even New York, man, but you just walk the streets and you could vividly see like a major record label. You know what I'm saying? Like that inspire hope. Like that'll make a young guy say, you know, if you in Cali and you a young man and you pursuing a music career and you can walk past Capitol building every day, it's like, it's not far-fetched hope. It's like, oh my God, like I can see it. You know what I'm saying? You could be in New York and just happen to walk right past Puff or Jay-Z going into their buildings. Here, we don't have those visuals. So it's like our belief system is kind of like, we feel like only one of us can make it at a time. So it's like, we don't have that hope. We don't have record labels here that we walk past that inspire hope. So we be thinking like once every blue moon, only one of us can make it. So we step on each other's toes because we want to be that one, you know, and then we get categorized as it's like hip hop artists. We don't have we treat it so unfair, you know, like even singing. I can open my mouth and sing and I can possibly fit into 7, 8 different genres, just singing. Granted, I'm singing, but you can call it R&B, you can call it jazz, you can call it gospel music, you can call it rock and roll. And rap, they don't give us these different genres. You know what I'm saying? Like Adele won't get compared to a Beyonce. Beyonce won't get compared to like a Katy Perry. It's different genres of singing. And hip hop, nah, they just throw us all together. Like, you know, and I think it's unfair to even compare me to I don't know, a Lil Durk, a Chief Keef, a Lupe, whatever. I just think it's not. They don't separate us like that, and they put us in this thing of where we got to be competitive. And as an artist, I'm looking at it like I'm not a drill artist, but I think it's a place for it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But I think people like, oh, it's just unfair, man. So now as a conscious artist, I be looking at it like, okay, in order for me to succeed as a hip hop artist, I got to make a drill song or a party song when really that might not 100% be who I am. But because they throw us all together in hip hop, it's like, man, I got to do what work. Somehow, some way, I got to go do what work instead of just being labeled a self. I can do it all. But instead of being labeled a self-conscious rapper, or we kind of step on each other's toes because the system kind of put us against each other as hip-hop artists. It's only one bracket when it's unfair. So now we give mumble rappers a hard time, right? The Lil Yachty's and the Kodak Blacks, like, oh, that ain't real rap. When what they're doing is definitely needed, you know, but we don't have branches for it. So we critique that, you know, and then they'll critique somebody like me, and what I do is, don't nobody want to hear what he talking about. But we don't have these categories for these different styles of hip hop music. They bunch us together and it's crazy. I play the guitar. I can play gospel music, R&B music, whatever. Everything of music has a category but rap. They just put us all together. You rap. Go to Target, hip hop is hip hop. You know what I'm saying? All of us in that category. And I think that's like, once a lot of artists from Chicago realize that, to where like, bro, we not threatening anybody. You know what I'm saying? You're not in competition with me. You're not. I speak strictly from my personal life. And can't nobody in Chicago do that better than me, because you don't even know my life. So you're not competition, no way. And once we stop viewing each other as competition, and it's like McDonald's and Burger King. Like, man, brother, we both sell burgers, but I got that Big Mac. But on the flip side, you got that Whopper. You know what I'm saying? And I think we look at it like it's only place for one burger joint on this block. So you're going to have to relocate. And we step on each other's toes. But I think when we come to the realization that we're not in competition with each other, we can all survive. Prince actually survived. Well, he did more than survive during the Michael Jackson era. Michael Jackson. This is the biggest artist of all time. Prince ain't lose a dollar because of what Michael Jackson was doing. They both survived. Like, these are two of the biggest artists ever. And in Chicago, we think it can only be one. And it's not true. It's not true. So that's my view. That's what's missing in Chicago to me, that realization that, bro, none of us is stepping on each other's toes. We all provide something that's missing. We can actually work together without being in competition with each other. It's a place for it. We all need it, honestly.
We all just got to support each other as well.
And that's it.